Have you ever felt like you're running on a financial hamster wheel? You work hard, you put in the hours, you hustle and grind, bringing in a decent paycheck. But at the end of the month, you look at your bank account and wonder, where did it all go? It's like you're carrying a bucket of water from a well, but the bucket has tiny, invisible holes. No matter how much water you pour in, it just keeps leaking out. Before we continue, a quick note. This video text is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional financial, psychological, or therapeutic advice. If you're facing serious financial difficulties or mental health challenges, please consult a licensed professional. This was the story of my friend Sarah. She was a brilliant graphic designer, loved by her clients, and always busy with projects. Yet she was constantly stressed about money, living paycheck to paycheck and unable to build any savings. Sarah couldn't understand it. She tracked her spending, she made budgets, she even cut back on lattes. But unexpected expenses always seemed to pop up. A sudden car repair, a forgotten bill, a must-have sale item that she just couldn't resist. It felt like a cruel joke. She was doing everything right on the surface, but underneath, something was sabotaging her efforts. She was trapped in a cycle, and the harder she worked, the more stuck she felt. Her financial bucket wasn't just leaky, it felt like it was designed to stay empty, no matter how much effort she poured into filling it. What Sarah didn't realize was that her problem wasn't about math or budgets. It was about mindset. Her relationship with money was shaped by invisible forces she wasn't even aware of. These forces were her subconscious beliefs, old stories and habits that were quietly running the show behind the scenes. Think of it like a computer program running in the background. You don't see it, but it's influencing every single action your computer takes. For Sarah, this hidden program was telling her that money was hard to hold on to, that she didn't deserve to have a surplus, and that something would always happen to take it away. This is a story so many of us can relate to. You might be the hardest worker you know, but if your inner money story is one of lack and struggle, you'll unconsciously create situations that prove that story true. It's not your fault. It's not about being bad with money. It's about becoming aware of the invisible patterns that are holding you back. The good news is, once you can see the program, you can rewrite it. You can patch those holes in your bucket. The first step is realizing that your financial reality starts not in your bank account, but in your mind. Everything is figure-outable, including this. So what are these invisible forces we're talking about? We call them money blocks. A money block is a limiting belief or a subconscious fear about money that stops you from earning more, keeping more, or enjoying what you have. These aren't just fleeting negative thoughts. They are deeply ingrained ideas that we often pick up in childhood without even realizing it. They become part of our identity, shaping our decisions every single day. They act like a gatekeeper, standing between you and the financial abundance you desire, saying, "Nope, not for you. You can't pass." Think back to when you were a kid. What did you hear your parents say about money? Did they argue about bills at the dinner table? Did they say things like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Rich people are greedy"? Maybe you saw a loved one struggle with debt and you learned to associate money with stress and anxiety. These experiences, big and small, create the foundation of your money mindset. If you grew up hearing that wanting a lot of money was selfish, you might unconsciously push away opportunities for wealth because you don't want to be seen as a bad person. Let's use a simple metaphor. Imagine your mind is a garden. As a child, people around you, your family, your community, the culture, planted seeds of belief in your garden. Some of those seeds grew into beautiful flowers, like a strong work ethic or a generous spirit, but other seeds grew into weeds. These weeds are your money blocks. They are beliefs like, "I'm not good with numbers," or "It's noble to be poor," or "I'll never be rich." These weedy beliefs choke the life out of your financial potential, draining your energy and preventing your garden of abundance from truly flourishing. The tricky thing about money blocks is that they are masters of disguise. They don't announce themselves. They hide in plain sight, disguised as practicality, humility, or even logic. You might think you're just being realistic when you turn down a higher-paying job because you're scared you can't handle the responsibility. Or you might think you're being responsible when you hoard every penny and never allow yourself to enjoy it. But often, these are just your money blocks talking, keeping you safe inside your financial comfort zone. The key is to start listening closely and questioning those automatic thoughts. While money blocks are unique to each person, there are 3 common culprits that show up for almost everyone in some way. Let's call them the big three. The first one is the scarcity mindset. This is the belief that there's never enough to go around. It's a feeling of constant lack. People with a scarcity mindset are always worried about running out of money. They focus on what they don't have, hoard resources, and are often afraid to spend money even on things they need. They might pass up an amazing investment opportunity because the fear of losing what little they have is more powerful than the hope of gaining more. It's a survival-based mindset that keeps you playing small. The second major block is tied to self-worth. This is the deep-seated belief that you are not worthy or deserving of wealth. If you secretly feel like you're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough, you will find it incredibly difficult to ask for a raise, set fair prices for your services, or accept financial success when it comes your way. You might overwork and undercharge, constantly giving away your time and energy for free. It's a form of self-sabotage. Your income will rarely exceed your self-esteem. If you don't believe you are worthy of abundance, you will unconsciously reject it every single time it shows up at your door. Finally, let's talk about guilt. This block is the feeling that having money or wanting more money is somehow wrong, greedy, or spiritual. You might feel guilty about having more than your friends or family. You might believe that pursuing wealth means you have to sacrifice your integrity or become a bad person. So when you do get a financial windfall, a bonus, an inheritance, a successful launch, you feel an urgent need to get rid of it. You might spend it recklessly, give it all away, or make a poor investment just to relieve that uncomfortable feeling of having too much. This guilt keeps you locked in a cycle of earning and getting rid of money, never allowing you to build lasting wealth. These three blocks often work together, creating a powerful barrier to your financial well-being. Scarcity tells you there isn't enough. Low self-worth tells you that you don't deserve it anyway. And guilt tells you that even if you got it, you'd be a bad person for having it. It's a triple threat that can feel impossible to overcome. But here's the truth. These are just stories. They are not facts. By shining a light on them, you can start to see them for what they are: old, outdated beliefs that are no longer serving you. And you have the power to write a new, more empowering story. Okay, so you've identified that you might have some money blocks. Now what? Talking about it is great, but taking action is where the real magic happens. Here are 2 simple, powerful exercises you can do right now to start rewiring your brain for abundance. The first is called What's My Money Story? This exercise is all about uncovering those hidden beliefs we've been talking about. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. So just grab a notebook and a pen, find a quiet space, and get ready to do some detective work on your own mind. This isn't about judgment, it's about curiosity. Here's how it works. At the top of the page, write down the following prompts and answer them as honestly as you can. Don't overthink it, just write whatever comes to mind first. The prompts are 1. Money is. 2. People who have a lot of money are. 3. My biggest fear about money is. 4. If I had all the money I wanted, I would. And 5. What I learned about money from my mother, father, or caregiver was. Take your time with this. The answers might surprise you. This is you, pulling back the curtain to see the programming that has been running your financial life. This is the first crucial step to taking back control. The second exercise is about creating a new, positive association with money. We'll call it the wealth appreciation practice. So much of our financial stress comes from focusing on lack, the bills we have to pay, the things we can't afford. This exercise flips the script. It trains your brain to notice and appreciate the abundance that is already in your life, no matter how small. All you need is 5 minutes a day. You can do this in the morning to start your day on a positive note, or at night to reflect on the good things that happened. Here's the practice. Every day, find 3 specific examples of financial abundance in your life and write them down. This could be anything. Maybe you found $1 on the street. Maybe a friend treated you to coffee. Maybe you enjoyed a hot shower. Clean running water is a form of abundance. Perhaps you got paid for your work, or you were able to buy groceries for your family. By consciously acknowledging these moments, you're training your brain to see wealth and prosperity everywhere. You're shifting from a mindset of "I never have enough" to "I am surrounded by abundance." It's a small action with a huge impact. Transforming your relationship with money is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, compassion, and a commitment to yourself. Think of money like water and your mindset like a faucet. For years, your money blocks may have kept that faucet cranked shut, only allowing a tiny trickle of abundance to come through. You've been trying to survive on that trickle, working harder and harder to get just a few more drops. The exercises you've just learned are your tools to start slowly, gently turning that faucet handle. It might feel stiff at first. It might only open a little bit more. But with consistent practice, you can open it all the way. Don't expect to become a money master overnight. Some days, you'll feel like you're making huge progress. Other days, old fears and habits will pop up. That's completely normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's awareness. When you catch yourself thinking a scarcity-based thought, don't beat yourself up, just notice it. Say, there's that old story again, and then gently choose a new, more empowering thought. Every time you do this, you weaken the old neural pathway and strengthen the new one. You are literally rewiring your brain, one thought at a time. Be kind to yourself through this process. You are unlearning a lifetime of conditioning. The most powerful tool you have on this journey is self-awareness. By understanding your unique money story, you can begin to separate your past from your future. You are not your parents' financial struggles. You are not the limiting beliefs you were taught as a child. You are a creative, powerful being with the ability to define your own relationship with money. You get to decide what wealth means to you. You get to decide that you are worthy of it. You get to write a new story where money is a tool for good, a source of joy, and a resource that helps you live your most expansive and brilliant life. So take that first small step today. Do the exercises. Start a new conversation with yourself about money. Celebrate every tiny win. Remember that you are in control. Your financial past does not have to dictate your financial future. You have everything you need within you to patch the holes in your bucket, to turn on the faucet, and to create a life of true and lasting abundance. The world needs that special gift that only you have, and a healthy relationship with money will help you bring it to the world. You've got this. Now go get 'em. If this video helped you, please subscribe to the channel for more tips on financial freedom. Like and share your own money story in the comments. Let's support each other on this journey.